It's day 33.
Of what? The people want to know.
Of the hard challenge. 75 hard challenge.
Yes.
Hard 75 challenge.
Yeah. I don't know.
Challenge 75 hard.
But
I don't know.
That's what it's called. 75 hard, I think.
So I still got the adrenaline going because I just killed the largest wasp I've ever seen in my entire life.
I think, and I recorded it, and I think you should share it because I think it's hilarious.
I don't want to
You don't
share
want
it.
to because it's really...
Man, this thing had to have been
It was
that
a
big.
murder hornet.
Yeah, I've never seen anything this big in my entire life.
It was really disgusting, and it's a hilarious video.
Shit.
Oh, I cut it in half.
Did you get it? Oh, God.
Holy shit, look at that stinger.
Let me see it.
Oh, it's like dripping venom. Look, it's dripping venom.
I don't want to see it. That's so gross.
Holy shit.
Oh my God.
I've never seen a wasp that big in my life.
Oh my God. Take the garbage out right now.
Oh my god.
Here, you get it.
Well, I gotta get the other half of it. Please don't post this anywhere.
It's a mega wasp. And now I'm freaking out every time I see this.
This is a
There's
little
like
gnat.
a
There's
little
gnat
gnat.
over here. We're being
anyway.
infested.
Anyway, so today I wanted to talk about, so like I said, I have an upstairs book and a downstairs book, and right now I've mostly been reading The Power of Habit.
Mm-hmm.
And I've got to the part where they really sort of talk about how habits are formed, which is a really fascinating thing, and I encourage everybody to read this book. But the idea is, you know, when they studied it, how habits are formed, like with rats or something like that, that eventually, so it would be like, you know, like a rat going through a maze, and then they get a reward at the end and stuff like that. But what eventually ends up happening is it's not the reward that lights up the brain, it's the anticipation of the reward. So I thought that was really interesting. And how far along are we with these habits that we're trying to do right now, right? Mm-hmm. So obviously we have all of the ones down that we have to have, like the water and the exercise and the reading. Like we've done all of those every single day.
Yep.
But you and I even tried to add a couple more and say like, well, mine was adding like yoga in 3 times a week or whatever.
Right.
And just like kind of not ones that are that interesting, I guess. My visualization practice, my meditation.
Yeah.
I don't always hit those like quote unquote goals or habits or whatever. But the ones that we're doing within the challenge, we definitely have.
Yeah.
The water, the eating clean. Yeah. The reading.
Yes.
The taking pictures, which is we need to go do. But all those I've gotten down. And I just thought, what's our reward for that yet? I don't know that there is one necessarily. For me, it's kind of like a job well done, sort of.
Right.
So I don't know if that's the anticipation of anything yet.
Maybe.
Do you know what I mean? So it's an interesting thing. But I thought, I'm reading about rewards. I feel like I should reward myself because we've been doing this and we've been doing a really good job.
Well, went tonight and got some new stuff.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. So, but that wasn't like as in anticipation of a reward. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like that was just kind of my idea. I'd be like, hey, you need something and I need something and we've been doing really well. So we should go get ourselves something, right?
What do we treat ourselves to?
Clothes.
Treat yourself.
Fragrances.
Treat yourself.
Massages.
Treat yourself.
Mimosas.
Treat yourself.
Fine leather goods.
Treat yourself.
So I made you get a nice jacket. It's getting cooler here. So for when you go on walks in the morning, and I got a nice bigger water bottle that I'm not going to let the children steal. So you know, and you got some shirts,
Right.
cool shirts, new shirts for work. And I thought it's not the same though with the habit idea, but I like the idea of a reward.
Yeah, absolutely.
Even though really the reward is coming at the end of the 75 days and beyond.
Right.
Obviously. But maybe it makes more sense when you read the book. I don't know. But you know what I'm saying.
I know what
'Cause
you're saying. I read the book. I know what you're trying to say.
But I don't know. So, like, what do you think the reward is? I mean, the reward for me for eating healthy and exercising is feeling a lot better.
Yeah, I think
That's that feeling.
Well, I think that, you know, and I'm going to butcher this, but someone once told me that you're either running towards something or running away from something. And I think that the reward is running toward health and running away from not being healthy. And, you know, we see, I mean, we've got, you know, he's making a lot of noise in the background. Somebody's got a cold now, and knock on wood, you know, we've avoided getting that cold. And I think that part of that is because we're healthy, and, you know, he's not healthy. He does not eat healthy. He does not, you know.
He does not eat healthy.
I mean, he's healthy. He exercises a lot, all that stuff.
He does.
But he doesn't eat healthy, and we are. And I think that's...
He's also a lot younger than us.
That's a reward, yeah. So.
Right.
But anyways.
Well, yeah, I understand that, but I think that's more of a little bit of a nebulous reward, because in a lot of the Power of Habit stuff, you know, it was the rats with the anticipation of the... Or no, I'm sorry, it was the monkey.
Monkey
with the anticipation of the juice. And really, within that story, because they're basically training the monkey to have it, right?
Did they shock the monkey?
Shock the monkey.
They did not shock the monkey. No, that would be mean. Don't do that. But the monkey eventually doesn't want anything else, right? So they've got this monkey like hooked on the juice. It's really the Power of Habit is talking about how, you know, habits can be really good or they could be not so good, which I think we've mentioned before in some other videos. But I think it's just important to actually reward yourself. And the ultimate reward is good health.
Right.
But we don't really live in that kind of a world, do we?
No.
That's a far away thing almost.
I think that's the thought that you've got to have, though.
Yeah.
And I think that's what you've got to realize, is that the reward is not, you know, not getting cancer. And, you know,
I guess what I'm saying is...
I know, I understand.
That's not a reward that I'm like, ooh, I'm anticipating that. You know what I mean? Whereas, like...
That's the mindset.
If I start to think about, like, some French bread or something, like, I can anticipate how that tastes. You know, you see what I'm saying? So that's kind of what you're up against with the bad habits informing good habits.
Yeah.
So, but what I guess ultimately wanted to talk about is how we are actually doing really well with those habits. But I kind of want to add in some of making sure that I'm doing some of the other, like, I know it's a term that people use a lot, but self-care stuff. Like the meditation, the visualization, and all that other good stuff.
Sounds good.
That's all I have to say.
All right, that's it. All right, we'll talk to you later.
Bye.
And watch out for those murder hornets.
I know, seriously, be careful.